Good ecchi anime.
Good ecchi anime.
Good ecchi anime. What the?
Hey guys, Jacob and Mario here, and today we're talking about good ecchi anime.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Good
said
ecchi
those
anime.
words. There's such a thing.
But
Good
they
ecchi
can't be.
anime. It's not even hentai much.
But they can't be. There can't be any good ecchi anime because all of them are trash.
Yeah, well, you say that, but Food Wars. Boom.
This is a South Park episode where like
Ah,
so let me say what I need to say. But yes, do you want to start off this time? I feel like I've been starting a lot.
well, yeah, I just said mine. Food Wars.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Food Wars is an excellent ecchi anime.
Food Wars.
Because it does the thing that I think ecchi anime should do. The opposite of what martial arts should do. Whereas martial arts is a flavor to the greater subplot of the anime, ecchi should be the flavor to the overarching genre of the anime. So, Food Wars is a show about cooking. And then when people bite into said cooking, their clothes explode and they orgasm.
The girls especially are super potent.
And
when they
the
come
guys, usually, there's the classic scene of Soma, the main character. I just watched this before coming here today. He eats a piece of karage and he's like, oh, whoa. And all his clothes explode and golden light erupts from his junk and he's like, oh, that's really nice.
Was
Just completely no-sells it. He's like, whew, that's good. That's good chicken.
I think it was the first episode or something where he made like the pretend like pot roast or whatever. He used like bacon strips in
Yeah,
into the potato. I actually made that. It was pretty good.
It's really nice. The recipes in Food Wars you can copy.
Yeah, they actually have a book for it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
But yeah, that moment because there was these real estate people who wanted to buy the place.
These
but,
angry henchmen and this
Yeah.
like grumpy business lady who's like, "Meh, you can't make me good food because I broke into your fridge and ruined it all."
yeah, we wrote it all. It's like, yeah, make us a meal, and he's like, "Oh, I have some eggs, potatoes, bacon. Okay, sure."
It's a very smart anime with a very interesting main character who always triumphs at the end of the day because it's anime. And-
Because it's anime.
But yeah, you see this grumpy businesswoman take a bite and she does that classic squeal and like clutches her legs together and her clothes explode off and she's like, ah! And then the guys are like, man, we need to try this. And they're all like, whoa! And they're all like naked and tangled together like, I don't know where my mouth begins and the flavor starts. And it's like, oh golly, this is what this is. And I'm currently 25 episodes in and I love it.
When it was first coming out with I started doing videos. Two of my friends came over to my house and sat down with me and like, "Oh, how do you do reviews?" And I brought that up as an example, and I showed him like what I would say about it if I was doing a review format. And I don't know. I remember that scene so vividly because I discussed it with them, and it's just it's just the funniest scene. It's just so out of place, especially for the first episode.
good.
You're like, "What the hell
It
is
sets
happening?"
the tone really well after the first 15 minutes have been very serious. And it's just fun. My partner's come over many times while I've been watching, and it's always at a point where someone's naked and going, oh,
So
the flavors.
What are you watching? You watching porn or?
Yeah, she's just like, what? I'm like, it's a show about food. She's like, oh, cool.
Okay.
Every time I'm like, I swear it's about food.
Yeah, so
It's happened like 4 times. She's like, so they cook naked? I'm like, no. They cook with clothes.
She like just turns around.
The
like,
nudity
does something else and...
is a visual representation of the flavor. It's a really good show. But yeah, it does the thing that I think ecchi should do, where it's a side category of the anime, not the main category. Because then it gets too porny. Anyways, hit me with some of yours.
This one's pretty ecchi. I think it's like it's a big point with it, but it's got some other stuff. But the reason why I picked most of these, I feel like they had something more than what the ecchi part of it was giving.
For
like
sure.
It gave you actual story and stuff. There was more to it than just like, yeah, here's some bubs.
As we've said, it works better as a flavor
Yes.
than the main course.
But High School DxD, probably no-brainer there. It's got a pretty good story. The character builds in an interesting way. The new season looks off, I know.
Zoom in on that quadrant there. With
Oh.
some High School DxD.
Yeah. But
Enhance.
what was I saying? Yeah, the character Issei builds as a character. Builds better as a character. He's still an idiot, but he gets better.
Now, I've
guess.
not seen High School DxD.
Ah, okay. So
I'm
it's
new to anime.
so essentially he dies from
Oh. It's a rough way to start.
Yeah, okay. Well, he doesn't die. He goes on a date with a fallen angel who kills him, and then he becomes a demon himself who's in service to Erza. Was it
Like
Erza?
from Fairy Tail?
Is it actually Erza? I feel like I forget a name.
Oh, good
I think I'm
lord.
just thinking about Erza from Fairy Tail. Give me a moment, guys. There's one moment.
Oh, good golly. So,
Um,
this already sounds like a bit of a trash fire, but I'm
But-
kind of into it.
but
in
yeah,
like
most
a
of-
weird...
most of the demons are in her service. The main one. Why?
Kind of sounds like Excel Saga, but with a dude.
No, give me a second.
Excel Saga. Oh, I think that counts as ecchi as well.
Just keep talking.
I don't actually have Excel Saga on my list. I'm not sure if it's ecchi, but I'm just gonna PSA this right now. If you haven't seen Excel Saga, you owe it to yourself to watch this glorious 90s just gelatinous mess of no one quite knows what it is.
Rias Gremory. Sorry, Rias Gremory. Why was I
Doesn't
thinking?
sound like Ozer at all.
I know. Sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
Mr.
I
Anime
just,
Man.
I was thinking about Fairy Tail. I don't know why, because I think we discussed it earlier.
Been talking about Fairy Tail a lot when the
Yeah.
camera's not on.
I just obviously okay. So if you put those two characters together, they kind of look similar in some
Okay.
regards. They're not. Yes or no, but I just red hair. I thought
Digging this
Erza.
hole deeper.
I'm sorry, guys. This is Rias Gremory. I'm so sorry. Yeah, goes in service to Rias Gremory, and then I don't know, a whole bunch of other stuff happens, but I don't want to ruin that for you.
Uh-huh.
But it gets more interesting. There's a battle between angels, fallen angels, demons, and yeah, it just gets cool. It's cool.
Fair enough.
Yeah, there's even Thor in there.
Ooh.
Wait, there's Thor's hammer. Odin's in there. Sorry.
Ooh, okay.
There's a whole bunch of different gods and stuff that they sort of
Mjolnir and the
implement.
Allfather.
Yeah.
I'm kind of into this.
So they've implemented all these other characters. The more seasons you get into, it's on the first season, but the first season is more pulled back. It's just against demons itself, and then the second season's got more.
And then the cool stuff happens.
Yeah, and all the cool stuff happens.
Nord
so.
mythology. I love
Sorry, I messed that up, guys. I'm off my game today. I think I mentioned it in the
it.
first
He needs
episode this week.
McDonald's. It's sweaty.
Yeah, so I need food. I'm so hungry. But yes, what's your next one so I can stop talking?
Alrighty, so next on my list is Citrus. We talked about this a little bit last week.
Okay, yeah.
We were talking about Yuri. I just think Citrus is really good. It tells a really interesting story.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some fascinating character dynamics. A little bit more ecchi.
Well, it's more the flavor to this.
Yeah,
this one.
again,
yeah.
like it's a romantic story about emotion and forbidden feelings. Very Japanese. But
Very Japanese.
it fundamentally is a really interesting look into two fascinating and flawed characters. And whilst ecchi is a fairly major flavor of the anime, it's not what ultimately guides it. If you're watching this for any less than savory purposes,
Sexual.
this is not the ecchi for you.
Yes. Okay, my
Go
turn.
for it. Yep.
Next one, Kill la Kill.
Yes, son.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a good one. It's good. I
Yes.
even have a figurine here. Sorry, figurine here.
Can we keep her on the table? She's badass.
Yeah, so you can stay on the table for now. Yeah, so this is main character's sister, who is like
What?
Yeah. this-
Spoilers!
sorry. Actually, yeah, sorry.
Dude!
I'm going to put spoilers before I say that, but no, I'm not going to say anything else.
Woohoo!
Main story is about this girl who loses her father and then comes back to the high school, which is, it's all about fashion. It's like half of it's fashion, the other part's
good.
about just sexuality. But this costume here, for example, becomes
It's a
lot more,
Goku uniform.
like, just imagine there's no skirt or like shirt. It's like essentially like a one piece sort of like thin.
It's pretty much suspenders attached to a thong,
Yeah.
attached to like a shoulder shawl.
Yeah. Wait, she's got a little bit of she has a skirt, but it literally doesn't cover anything up. It's just like the
It's
little
kind
skirt.
of more a belt with tassels on it.
Actually, I'm remembering it wrong. I think who cares? It's a good anime.
It's a good.
It's over.
This is one of those anime that
It's
you
like
don't
oversexual.
want people to walk in while
gonna
you're
put
watching
this
it because it's like, I swear.
Oh yeah, you
there's
don't
plot.
want you don't want people coming in and trying to like.
I remember when.
Oh yeah, and there's fighting stuff in it too.
Yeah,
by the way,
it's a very action focused anime, as most Trigger. It's done by Trigger, who also do Darling in the Franxx.
and the artwork's
Gurren
actually
Lagann.
really different to what you would normally expect as
It's
well.
all hand drawn.
Yeah.
100% hand drawn, I believe.
I was really captivated by the uniqueness of the art style. That's
So good.
it's what made me want to watch it.
The main character is actually a really interesting class of female protagonist that I'm super into.
Yes.
It's not like
female
ditzy-
protagonist is actually like good.
Yeah, it's not ditzy magical girl like Sailor Moon, which, to be fair, she grows so much over that series that she does become an icon and a badass. But like the lead character of Kill la Kill comes in as like this angry, fiery, just hot mess of a I will kill anyone who's in my way. I know exactly what I'm here for. Nothing's gonna stop me. I need no one. And sticks to those rules. And it's really interesting. And there are some really weird moments.
Yep.
Like the tournament where she's fighting the dude in leather. There's a classic moment of where I showed this to a friend who started watching Kill la Kill. They're like, all right, this is weird. And then they got to whip guy in leather. And he's like, oh no, tell me he's not like this.
It's like, please no.
Oh no.
Please no.
It's got some amazing, just shocking moments, but
And it's funny moments, all right funny moments.
this is probably one of the most overtly ecchi on the list.
Yeah, it's clearly out there. It's just like yeah, this is what it is.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
It's,
but good story,
it's a great story.
and I don't mind the ending too.
That's the thing with Trigger; they really know how to play with expectations and subvert them, very well. Gurren Lagann, Kill la Kill,
What's the next one? Let's continue this discussion on.
freezing. Shut up! This is the most ecchi thing on the list.
That's a hentai.
That's not a hentai.
What?
That's not a hentai.
It's borderline.
It's borderline hentai.
It's about to become hentai. You just add one penetration scene, you're hentai.
Exactly. And that's why it's on this list.
Don't let your parents watch, like, get you, like, see you watching this. I thought it was like a. See, okay, actually, my mum walked in on me watching this. I did not know what it was about. My mate just gave it to me. He's just like, yeah, watch this. I'm like, okay. Start watching it. And I didn't expect. I had my, like, door open and stuff. It was. Then.
No.
And then she's like, what the hell are you watching? I swear, it's nothing.
I didn't know.
It's not porn, I swear. Why are her boobs out? It's not porn, it's fighting.
Yeah, so this is one of those ecchis that has overt nudity in it.
Why'd you bring this one up?
Because it's not a bad show. Like, it's got a very interesting rule set to the characters. Like,
Okay.
all the females are the fighters in this world. They're genetically engineered to harness these cells within their body that they can create weapons that they use to fight this invading alien race. And very similar to Darling in the Franxx, they need a male handler. The male handlers, their mutations are the ability to freeze, hence the name of the show, the aliens in place so that their partners can get kill shots on them. And like, those rules are really interesting. There's a weird political struggle that's happening. There's a hierarchical fight between these killer girls. The main character actually has fairly severe mental issues. I can't remember the name of the phobia, but she is terrified of being touched. Any sort of physical contact just turns her catatonic.
Not when the main character, the boy.
Yeah, because
Doesn't,
it's
so-
an ecchi.
Yeah.
But it's actually really fascinating, and whilst just like this close to being a hentai, it's actually a very, very good series that I think, if given more time, could have developed itself much better. But The problem is it's so close to being a hentai.
Yeah, it's
It's really difficult to suggest to people.
Yeah, it's
even you.
I wouldn't suggest it to people. It's not probably one I'd suggest.
You have prison school on your list, good sir. Don't you talk down to me
Why'd
for
you ruin
freezing because you have prison school. I'm feeling personally attacked.
But that's okay. My next one, because he said it, prison school. I wasn't going to say that one next, but we'll go with that. Prison school. It's a really funny, out there anime. Essentially, the plot is male side get let into an all-girls school. Who then try to perv on girls and then get put into this like prison in the middle of the courtyard.
And the headmaster is a BDSM goddess.
Yeah. And
Bayonetta.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff that happens. You would have seen memes or even like it's like even the point where was it the chick is trying to like look at what's happening. Her like knockers are like at the window and they're like, are those boobs or an ass? And then the guy goes in this philosophical conversation, and the headmaster of the school is just like, "Yes, I understand you're an ass, man. It's okay."
And yeah, she's this like very, very large-breasted BDSM leather, just like absolute femdom character.
Oh no, the headmaster is a male. He's like the actual headmaster of the school.
Oh yeah, that's
then
right.
The chick who's like the
that dude's forgettable as hell.
Yeah, he is, but he is the headmaster. And then the chick you're talking about is like the school president or class president.
Yeah.
And then she's got like her two lackeys. Who's one of them is just like like she's not a school student.
She is something else.
She does not look like a school. She looks like she's in her 30s, but the way she like it makes no sense. But yeah, don't judge me.
This is another. That's. Oh man,
it's not as bad as freezing.
Yeah, okay,
I don't feel like it is.
Freezing, yeah. There's titties out during fight scenes.
Yeah,
but that's what happens when your clothes are cut by swords. Shut up.
Don't judge us, please.
We knew that this is going to be a weird topic to bring up. It's like talking about porn, your favorite porn to your parents.
I honestly thought to myself, was like, let's put, when we do this topic, let's not try and do anything overly sexual or like try to suggest anime that are overly sexual, but have a good story. I mean, all these do have good stories. They're all funny in their own right, or they'll have like serious moments. But
freezing's just
we're making a joke out of them. I don't know why.
Naked Darling in the Franxx.
Okay, what's the next one?
I actually don't have a next one. I'm done.
Okay, I got three more I need to go through. Another one that you recently watched, Seven Deadly Sins.
Yes, I finally got around to watching that. That is extremely good, except I don't like the main character.
Oh, so many.
For this reason.
Griping on about the sexualization of the main character, where he...
I didn't know it was an ecchi going into it, so it sort of took me by surprise, so I built a kind of hostile... mentality towards it.
But the main character's he's like innocent.
Yeah, he's so badass, but he's also a little too much.
Yeah. I don't think this is one of the ones that really aren't overtly ecchi. No, not even that much. Like it's got points in there where it's like, it's borderline sexual harassment.
Seven Deadly Sins, like the most ecchi thing about it is that they swear a lot.
Wait, is that even classified as ecchi though?
I mean, it's a little more intense. I've not really seen swearing in things that aren't ecchi. A lot of swearing in Food Wars as well.
Okay. But yeah, it's a good one. Watch it. There's season 2 of it that just finished recently.
Interesting thing to note is that if you do watch Seven Deadly Sins in the English dub, the storyline and character traits are quite different to how it's portrayed in the original Japanese. So watch it however you want. Just know that like the tone shifts. No. You watch however you enjoy.
My personal preference, if anyone suggests like watch something in dub, I probably won't. I probably would never. It's just my personal preference. Yeah. I just watch stuff.
Unless it's Cowboy Bebop.
I don't want to say anything like, I'm a purist, oh my god, like high tier, like otaku level.
If you watch Dragon Ball with the original, just in sub, you're wrong. That's all I'll say on the matter.
I just feel like they because when they switch it over, this is probably a discussion for another time. I think we've discussed it maybe actually, but I just feel like dub versus sub, the only reason why I don't like the dub version is because they change stuff or
Yeah,
change
and-
parts of the story, which I don't like. I want the original story.
It's not even changing the story; it's changing the framing of how they explore the
or
story.
how the character is.
Yeah.
Because a character may be totally different to how they acted in the actual anime compared to the dub, and I don't like
Yeah.
them changing stuff.
The
when they
main
probably
problem
shouldn't
with Seven Deadly Sins is that the English version, from the get-go, immediately diffuses the idea that they're actually bad guys. Whereas Japanese original, it takes about 3 episodes for you to realize, oh, they're not bad people. They just got framed.
Yeah.
Like the English version, they're straight up,
Spoiler.
we were framed.
be. Spoiler.
Yeah.
But it's 3 episodes in, so it's not that... You'll find out pretty much.
You
in the
know
first
from the
episode,
first
yeah.
episode that it's...
Something's going down.
Yeah.
Monster Masumi, Everyday
Yes.
Life with Monster Girls.
Yes.
I thought that was a pretty cutesy one. Literally, a guy gets monsters. Monsters have been sort of introduced to the world, and most of them are just female.
like a
Actually, all of
monster-
them are female.
It's like a monster adoption service, kind of.
Well, they're like exchange students
Yeah, that's right.
who come over to. But this guy
I've
seems
only
to.
read Monster Musume.
Alright.
It's original.
So it starts off with one girl, one monster girl. This is like half snake, half. What's that
The
called?
Lamia.
A lamia, yeah. It starts with that, and then he just gets a whole harem
She's
of other females.
super horny for
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
and it is funny.
Darlington. But yeah, it gets a whole assortment, including like a spider, harpy,
Horse.
a slime, a horse,
Centaur, sorry.
even like there's a reaper or a headless horseman chick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, a whole bunch of.
it's a whole thing.
the whole thing.
It's pretty fun.
And
Just
it's pretty etchy.
yeah, the weird
A lot of
dynamics of
BDSM
everyone
scenes as
around.
well.
Yeah, especially with the Lamia, because she can just tie him up.
Yeah. And actually, especially with the spider chick.
Yeah,
She just literally ties people up with webs and hangs them in sexual positions.
I really genuinely enjoy Monster Musume.
Yeah, I think it was a really good anime. Nothing too serious. It's just. Oh wait, there's a mermaid chick as well. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
The most serious thing is the fact that legally he's not allowed to bang any of them,
Yeah,
but
but the
they
story
all want
changes.
to bang him.
The story changes, and you'll find out why if you watch it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the final one, you probably don't. You probably never heard of this one.
Nope.
Mayor Chica, Chiki, sorry, Chiki. Yeah, I'm saying that right. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
Mayor Chiki, which is essentially about a guy. Wait, now I'm actually forgetting the story.
Oh.
Okay, so there's the main male character, then there's like this female character who's actually a male, and then there's the butler of that main like rich
All right. Here
male character who's actually looks like a boy, but is actually a girl.
Huh?
So-
And this is good.
This is it's a good story. It's funny. Wait, and I think the main character doesn't. Wait, the main character can't be touched by girls. He gets like hives and stuff. If I'm remembering this right, yes, I am remembering this right. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
Tell
He
me
gets
more.
like hives and stuff. I'm pretty sure. But tell me more, like the Sierra car.
Wow. That's a good reference for someone who only watches anime. Good job.
I've never watched the movie Grace
Musical
before.
theatre jokes. We have it all on Anime Chat Reviews. All right, so what about
I'm so shy.
mayo? What's good about spicy mayo chicken?
Mayo chick.
Oh man, it has been a long recording session, ladies and gentlemen.
God damn it! Oh.
So the butler's a girl.
So okay, so the butler who looks like a male is a girl.
Uh-huh.
The person who tries to help him, who's actually looks like a chick, but is actually a boy.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the main male character,
Uh-huh.
and essentially they all hang out and stuff. A whole bunch of stuff happens. So it's an interesting story. It's just something different. If you're into traps, I don't know, like if
Yeah.
or if you're into like gender bend, I don't know, whatever.
We say trap in the most respectful
Yes, we
way
do.
possible.
Respectful. Do what you must. If you want to look like a girl, then look like a girl.
You live your truth.
Yes, you live your truth. All to you. Okay, anyway. Moving on. It's good.
What a subject that was.
It's, yeah.
I didn't know. I've never felt such embarrassment than you looking at me like I was some sort of pervert.
Well, I'm embarrassed by just moments. Spicy mayo chicken.
Oh man, this has been
Chicky.
this has been so much fun.
And especially when I messed up Erza and Rhea Scrimmery, that gave me pain.
Man, it
to mess that
gave
up.
me a platform to talk about the great and wonderful
And how much of an idiot I
the
am.
name
But
of the
yeah,
anime I pushed.
I'm sorry, guys. That was the biggest mistake I've ever made.
That was funny. Anyways, guys, if you have any suggestions for ecchi anime that aren't entirely porn, apparently like Freezing is, then please throw it in the comments. We'd love to
Yes.
hear from you. We'll chat with you guys. Suggest it to the community because you guys are the best. Anyways, we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.